right, today is 8.5 day 2, another day of factoring, the opposite of FOILing, which we did all the last couple of weeks. So we are looking for two sets of factors, or two factors that multiply together to give us x squared plus 3x plus 2. So since it has just an x squared here, I know they both have to start with x's. My only options are for factors are 2 and 1 because that's the only factors of the number 2. And this means I multiply together to get a positive number, so they both have to be negative or they both have to be positive. And this one tells me they both have to be positive. So it should be x plus 1 and x plus 2. And if we see if we get our middle terms, we check these two. So this would be 2x. And here is another x. So altogether we have 3x, which is what we want for our middle terms. All right, here we have y squared minus y minus 6. So factors of 6, 3 and 2 or 6 and 1. Again, since we just have y squared in the front, I know both of them have to just start with a y. If I need two numbers that multiply together to give me a negative 6, so something times something equals negative 6, but add together to give me a negative 1, I know they have to, one has to be negative, one has to be positive, and they have to be 1 apart. So I know it has to be 3 and 2, and I need a negative 1, so I need the negative to be negative 3 and a positive 2. So it's y minus 3, y plus 2. And remember, you can write y plus 2 and then y minus 3. The order doesn't matter because multiplication can be done in any order. All right, x squared minus 4x minus 45. Put me on pause and give it a try and then come back and listen to me. All right, so again, we both terms have to start with just an x because there's no number in front. Factors of 45, we have, of course, 45 and 1. We have 9 times 5. And it looks like we have a negative 45 we're looking for, so we need 1 to be negative, 1 to be positive. And here it tells us they need to have a difference of 4, and the bigger one should be the negative. So here is 5 and 9. They have a difference of 4. And I want the bigger one to be the negative, so minus 9 and plus 5. And check our middle terms. This would be 5x minus 9x, which would give us a negative 4x. X squared plus 21x plus 100. Again, both have to start with x's. Factors of 100, boy, there's a lot of them. They multiply together to give me a positive number, add to give me a positive number. So I know they both have to be positive. So they have to add up to 21. So we have 10 and 10. What else do we have? 20 and 5. 25 and 4, but we need them to add up to be 21, so we need something smaller than those numbers because they both have to be positive. This one is not factorable as we know it, as we know how to do it. There are no numbers that multiply together to give you 100. There are no integers, excuse me, multiply together to give us 100, but add together to give us 21. Let's change this to a 20. And then we can do, we see 10 and 10, add up to give us 20 and multiply together, give us 100. So x plus 10, x plus 10. Sorry about that. Let's look at this one, a squared minus 15a plus 36. Again, both have to start with a. Factors of 36, so 36 and 1, 12 and 3. So, hey, look, I can stop there because they need to multiply together to give us positive numbers. So they either both have to be positive or both negative, but add together to give us a negative number. So if they are both negative, 12 and 3 will work for us. So a minus 12 and a minus 3. Again, this gives us negative 3 plus another negative 12, which is negative 15a, which is what we want. C squared plus 11, C plus 18. I know they both have to start with C. Factors of 18. 18 and 1. 6 and 3. 9 and 2. So if we look at that, again, we multiply together to give us positive number, add together to give us positive number, so they're both going to be positive. I see 9 and 2 would work. 9 and 2 is 11, and 9 times 2 is 18. So plus 2 plus 9, there's 9, and there's our 11. That is it for this day. Thanks.